Episode 181 of Dads vs. the World podcast. How is everybody doing? Happy Independence Day weekend to everybody. Hopefully everyone's had a good Independence Day. Happy Freedom Day. My name is Zion. That gentleman over there is Kevin. How are you guys doing? How is everybody?
Doing all right, other than this fucking fly that won't leave me alone.
That's why you gotta get one of those stupid plugins with the blue lights that attracts bugs that doesn't obviously work, but we have one anyway. The fly is too smart to go in there to his own death, so it just flies around. And we have this dumb plug-in thing that doesn't work. So,
is it one of those fly zappers?
It's a bug zapper, but it's like it plugs into an outlet as a low blue light, and then there's like a sticky sub thing on there. But apparently, it's like also lined with electrical current. So like they get stuck, and then they get zapped, and then they die. Pretty much it's the Republican equivalent of what they want to do with the immigrants. You know what I mean? They're like, if they could lay down like legalization papers on like a piece of sticky board, and then when they get trapped in there, then they shock them to death. I think that, that's like the next step. It's gonna be. Did you get it? Did you get it, Kemosabe?
I don't think I did. I think I missed it.
Yeah, well, not everyone can be the Karate Kid. It's okay.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, we got a new follow. That was 7 days ago. There we go. Sabri2Fly, thank you so much for the follow. I think they followed outside of our live because I don't remember seeing that. So yeah. Anyway, on to the good stuff.
Do you have anything that happened this week? I mean, we'll get into 4th of July, obviously, but did you do anything this week? Did anything happen? Anything?
Oh yeah, we had another crazy baby episode. This is totally my fault. I was making dinner. I had her in like a little this was the 10-month-old, by the way. So we had a little crisis. She took a tumble, and we got fucking scared because the last time she took a tumble off of the couch, she fractured her skull, and we had to take her to the hospital to get CAT scanned and x-rayed and all that stuff. So she fell. She didn't show any signs or any marks or anything like that, but still we had to take her to the hospital. And then we thought we had gotten out of the weeds of that, but 3 days later, she randomly threw up after her follow-up checkup appointment at the doctor. Because whenever you take the baby in for the hospital, they want to do a follow-up, especially if it might be like a head injury. So she went to the doctor. She seemed fine, but then as soon as they left, she threw up out of nowhere. So then I had to hustle back home because Heather was working. So I had to go and take her to the hospital to make sure that everything was all good. But the hospital doctor didn't seem to be too worried about it. They were like, it's kind of far out. It's like 3 days after the fact, and she hadn't shown signs in between then. This was kind of like it seems like it's a bit of a one-off. We don't think it's related. So yeah. So that was fun. That was super cool.
Jesus, dude! Maybe you told me about it, but I don't remember the cracked skull thing.
Yeah, that was like 3 months ago. It was back in April. Yeah, she was on the couch, Christ. And then she rolled off, and then how she landed, she had a small fracture on the back side of her head, behind her right ear. It's it was a small fracture. But yeah. So yeah, she had to do the whole x-ray and CAT scan thing. She went to Hershey Medical for her to for them to monitor and give her because apparently they can I don't know what it is. I think they're the only hospital that does that certain type of body imaging or something like that, or head imaging. It'd be really cool is if all the hospitals were just equipped to handle all this instead of having to drive 50 minutes out. I did turn the dryer back on. Thank you so much for bringing that up in the podcast. I already did it. I really appreciate you just ruining a story. But no, yeah.
Did you put the fucking laundry in?
Yeah. Can't stop being a wife, even in podcasts, live podcast. Can't stop. I know. That's why I did it, man. Jesus, calm down. I got
Jesus
you.
Christ. Put
You're
your
not-
Italian back. Fuck.
I'm not the teenage daughter or the freaking 11-year-old son that just goes out of the way to not help anything. But anyway, yeah. So it's really really shitty, man. Like it's really shitty that
I did, Heather. I made one right before this to let people know that they should come over to the Purple Place because we're going live. So I did.
The Purple Place. It's a kids playhouse that are all vegan. The Purple Place. It's a vegan playhouse. Hi, my name is Sunflower. We want you guys to come over to this Purple Place. Everything is vegan, non-GMO, and there's no artificial dyes. Here we can all have fun, hold hands, and read stories to each other, and talk about our feelings. Yeah.
What's this? You wanted to murder her sweet little baby?
Yeah, I already did. That was the story about how she fell off the thing. You missed it.
Okay.
Yeah, you missed it. Yeah, so no implication because I already went out and said it, dude. I diddied the shit out of it, all right? I'm clear. Clear me of everything. Call me I diddy, dude. All right? I'm clear. I'm in the clear, baby.
That whole fucking thing is unreal, dude. That's like one thing all of us U.S. citizens can agree on is that motherfucker should not be getting off of any of that.
Well, it doesn't matter. The whole world sucks.
It's not the whole world. It's not the whole world, dude. It's just our country.
No, the world sucks. Have you seen what they're doing to my sweet, sweet Palestinians over there? It sucks. Italy is like Italy is one step away from like straight up just fascism.
What are you talking about? So are we.
Israel.
We're actually in it.
Israel's just like, what? We're not doing anything. Bomb, 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 missile strike. They're like, what? We're not doing anything. We're just trying to reclaim our land that was never really ours. But whatever, dude. Missile strike, missile strike. You know what I mean? It sucks, dude. It's.
Let's just kill the civilians.
Texas is flooding, and they're like, hey, it's because the National Weather Service didn't warn us, even though they cut the fuck out of their funding
Yeah.
5 months ago. So
this is what happens. This is what happens when you fuck around and find out, you fucking idiots.
They're like, hey, it's your fault, you bastards. You didn't let us know. Even though they did, it's just that they couldn't have an extensive warning because they had no money to do it. But they did give a warning. They're like, hey, it's supposed to rain really bad, so be careful. And Texas,
you should probably get to higher ground.
Texas is like, we don't give a shit. We'll shoot the thunder clouds, all right? When we got our guns, we'll just shoot at it. They're just shooting at the friggin' thing, like, don't tread on me, thundercloud! You can't take away my rights, you bitch! Fucking shooting AR-15s at it. Glock pistols with frickin' with the frickin' stocks, like custom stocks, and a frickin' $900 silencer at the end of it. They're like, "Fuck yeah, dude! This will teach it." It's not working. Why? Bullets are supposed to work with everything. Oh shit. Anyway, coming off real hot, dude. This is the Freedom episode, man. We're gonna go in really hot. It's just how we do on this podcast, dude. It's how we do. Anyway, how about you? Did anything cool happen? Did you try to kill any of your kids?
No, I mean, I didn't try to kill any of them, no. We went to, I mean, the most recent thing is we went to Dutch Wonderland. Oh. Was that last week? I don't remember when that was, but we went to Dutch Wonderland sometime this week. You did
all the fucking thing. I think you went Dutch Wonderland like late last week, and then you guys did fucking the drive-in this recently. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, yesterday. We went to the drive-in last night when we saw the new Jurassic World movie, which I don't understand the hate. Like, all right, I get the hate.
I heard it was good.
But like, I also see a lot of hate out there for it. They're like, what they're saying is the storyline was trash and the character development was trash. And like I said I said something on a TikTok post about it. Like, Dude, why is there so much hate on this movie? You don't go to a Jurassic Park, Jurassic World movie to go see a storyline or character development. You go see dinosaurs fight dinosaurs and eat people. That's what you're going to see it for. You don't watch a Godzilla or a King Kong movie because the story is so fucking good. You watch it because you want to watch giant monsters beat the shit out of each other. Like, the hate for it is fucking ridiculous. I thought the movie was great, and it had a lot of nostalgia. Like, it felt like the very first one. There was a lot of callbacks to it. There was a lot of scenes that were related to the first one. It was really good, so I enjoyed it. The movie was good, but I was grumpy as fuck the whole time we were there. Like, maybe 10 minutes into being there, I was just like, yeah, I'm done. Let's go home. Because the kids were just asinine. Logan stayed up the whole time. I thought he would fall asleep. Emma fell asleep really early in the movie. Logan was up. He was up until right before we had to leave, which it was like, I don't know, like 11 something at night, because the movies don't start till like 9. And that movie's like 2 hours and 15 minutes long or something. And then they had Megan 2 playing after that. So I was like, oh my God, dude, if we watched the second one, we'd be here till like fucking 3 o'clock in the morning. But yeah, so obviously we didn't stay for that. But yeah, it was fine. The movie was good. It was the kids were kids.
Did they slip in a little sexy moment for Scarlett Johansson? I feel like that was totally something that they would do.
Nope, there was no ass shots, dude.
I'm saying like, was there a time where she was wet and coming out of the water and like in a white tank top or something and a white T-shirt that's obviously dirty and grimy?
She wore like dark drab colors the whole time.
Damn,
she definitely got wet because there's a lot of water, but yeah, she was not flaunted.
Damn, dude. They're learning. Holy moly.
Yeah.
Because they did that to the other chick, the redheaded. They fucking got her wet in some white T-shirts.
Yeah.
In the last 2 movies or 3 movies or whatever the hell they were. The Jurassic World movies, they're like, hey, you're a busty lady. Let's put you in a white T-shirt and throw water on you. It's for theatrics. Come on. You're running away from dinosaurs. It's always wet. Come on.
the T-Rex scene chasing him in the boat, man, that was so good. That whole scene was so good. And it's just a callback because like that's in the original book.
Right.
That whole scene. So that was really good. Yeah, man. Once you watch it, you're gonna have nostalgia for the first one because there's a lot of stuff in there that was like, oh man, that's a callback.
We are so far behind on movies. Like Sinners just dropped. I know we want to watch the Minecraft movie, which just is on Max. I know that came out like 2 weeks ago, but we didn't have Max at the time. But now we just rebought, like we just re-upped it. We're way behind. Kids want to watch Squid Games, but like our schedules suck. So, dude, we have so much stuff to watch. Like, we just finished the Daredevil. I know, like, freaking a year later, we watched the new Daredevil. So we're gonna watch Andor 2, season 2 next, probably. If we can't get started on Squid Games.
We finished Daredevil recently in the last couple of months. So you're not. It's whatever. Your parents. You know, that's life.
It's so. It was so.
We just finished. We are on the last episode of The Last of Us.
Nice.
And what did we finish? We watched the Superman movie that was on Superman show that was on CW. And we finished that. Yeah.
It didn't last very long. It died.
It was 4 seasons. I thought it was good for 4 seasons. Like I feel like shows should be like 4 seasons. Like you don't need to be going like. Yeah, especially like Supernatural.
I was
like,
gonna say that's CW. CW loves going into the double digits, dude. They love it, dude. Nothing gets them harder than taking really good looking people and just doing 10 seasons with them.
Yeah.
That is CW's MO. They're like, oh yeah, let's do 10 fucking seasons of this. And the episode count, 22 episodes each.
Yeah.
They fucking love it, dude.
Yeah, I ain't got time for all that shit. Like, I'm all up for like 8 episodes in one season.
Netflix can't, like, Netflix is just like the hot chick that just goes from guy to guy. They're like, you get 1 season.
Yeah.
Unless if you do extremely well, like break records globally. Otherwise, you get 1 fucking season.
Yep. That's all you get.
CW's like, oh, what? You give us a little bit of attention? Here, take it. 10. Here it is. 25 episodes, 10 seasons. Maybe 2. Maybe 12. Who knows? But I am speaking
But
of
yeah,
Spider-Man though. I am kind of excited to see the new Superman movie. I'm not a big Superman guy. Superman was never my like go-to superhero guy because it just felt unfair. He could do everything. He had every single fucking superpower known to man, and they made up some for him, dude. Like he had everything, and it just I and like for him to be like, I put on glasses now. You have no clue who I am. Isn't that great? Isn't that crazy?
they make in the show they make fun of that. In
Yeah.
the show they make fun of that, dude. It's so good in that show when they have that whole.
But
scene
yeah,
about that.
like growing up though, like watching the cartoons and reading the comics, like Superman was just never my guy. But with the new movie though, with James Gunn at the helm, I have high hopes for because you know that James Gunn puts emotion in all his fucking movies, so so I'm really stoked on how to do that. And with like the teasers of the trailers, it does seem like the public turns on Superman for some fucking reason. So I am super excited to do that, to watch all that.
Well,
I'm all in.
is Doomsday part of this movie?
I don't think
he
so.
is.
I don't
No?
think so.
Because
well,
that's how they turned on him before. Because Doomsday was part of the show that I watched, and it was really good. Like the CGI and all that stuff with Doomsday, it was really good. And like in the comics, that's how he dies. Like Doomsday fucking murders his ass because Doomsday can just Doomsday just dies and comes back stronger, like over and over and over again. So
I watched the animated movie of Doomsday when it first dropped. Well, not first, but like they did like a re-upped animated movie.
The Death of Superman.
Yeah, it was like back in the 2010s, I think.
So, well, it's on HBO Max, I think.
Well, now, but back then they released it on DVD because they did like a limited theater release, and then it came out on DVD. I remember me and my friends going out to like Barnes and Noble or Borders and shit, like getting this movie and stuff like that just to watch it. It's pretty dope. It's pretty cool. Like I said, though, that's not my guy. Superman's not my dude, but I am excited to see this.
The movie, you're right, though, man. That movie looks good, and it looks like that's the Superman I want, like the symbol of hope.
Yes.
And that's definitely what he seems to be leaning towards. So I'm looking forward to it, man.
I agree.
Lauren's looking forward to seeing Hawkgirl for probably about fucking 2 minutes.
Yeah. But that's why like I had such big issues with DC is like they would get the message right, but they just couldn't execute it correctly. Like they would do something fucking stupid and fuck up the whole thing. Like they came into it with good intentions and then somehow lost the message like halfway through. That's why I just never really liked it. I mean, arguably not lately. All the Marvel movies are pretty much the same now. Like you could say the same thing with the Marvel movies, but give Marvel their flowers. They're pretty consistently for like the mid 2010s to the freaking early 2020s. Like they were popping out banger after banger after banger. You're like, oh, did you cry to that? I sure did. How about this one? You want to cry to this? Here you go. Cry. Banger after banger, dude.
The death of Iron Man with the whole Spider-Man line. Oh my god, dude.
It was great. So yeah. So but lately, Marvel's been kind of on the down, but that's fine.
Well, they're coming back up on the ups. Yeah. With Thunderbolts. I think that's a good liftoff point. From what I've heard, that Thunderbolts is really good, and it feels like the first Avengers movie, that's a huge compliment.
Well, all those guys that are in there were characters in the major movies that had smaller roles that we loved. So, like, I loved Yelena. I love freaking Bucky, dude. Bucky's the shit. Fucking love Bucky. Yeah, it'll be on Disney Plus soon. Sure.
Yeah, I'll wait for it to come to Disney Plus.
We know you love her. Yelena? Florence Pugh? I mean, she's a looker, but otherwise, I love her character. She's funny. She's hilarious. Like
I looked at Playboy magazine for the articles.
Her part in Hawkeye was so fucking funny, dude. She's like, want some mac and cheese? But yeah, anyway. Let's move on, dude. We're 23 minutes in. Let's
talk about 4th of July. What'd you do?
Do you have Independence Day. Okay, it's Independence Day. All right, I don't call it 4th
it's not.
of July. Don't call it. It's the Independence Day. Tradition. I mean, we just cook out and like we will light some fireworks if we decide to buy them, but that's pretty much it. Cookout is like the thing. That's literally the tradition is that we cook. Yeah. But otherwise, we don't do anything.
Typically for us, the tradition, if you want to call it, is the typical we cook out and we go see some fireworks. This year, with everything that's going on in our country and in the world in general, I did not want to celebrate. I did not want to go to any fireworks. I didn't want to do any of that shit. I was still going to smoke something. I was still going to cook something, not because I'm celebrating, but because I need to fucking eat. So I had a hard time. Our kids had never seen fireworks other than like going to my in-laws and like watching them from the cornfield from really far away. And Lauren really wanted to take them and make those memories so they could see fireworks. And I was grumpy all day, and I shouldn't have been, but like I was really focused on feeling like a hypocrite because I had adamantly said, I feel very strongly about not supporting and not celebrating any of this because there's nothing to celebrate. And so I was grumpy the whole fucking time. There was a couple times that I pulled myself out of it and, giggled and had fun with the kids, but I should have had a different mindset. I should have reframed it, and I did not because I am very black and white with my brain. I think very rigidly, so it's a struggle bus. But yeah, that's what we did. We went to some fireworks on the day before 4th of July. So we went on the 3rd over in Dover. There were some food trucks, which was a plus for me because I got to get some food.
Mm-hmm.
So we did that.
Yeah,
that was our 4th or 3rd or whatever.
I will say this because I completely agree with you. Especially during our cookout, like they signed it into law, and that's what it was. It was the whole big bill thing, and yeah. it was really fucking. It's sucky. It is what it is. It's really fucking sucky. But in the mindset that I did it was I tried my best to keep it in the hopeful mindset. Is that the founding fathers did all this, and even though there are people that have seemed to completely fucking forgotten the whole point of this country, like that, it's the whole point of this country is to not isolate ourselves and be one fucking thing. That was the beauty of the country, of why the founding fathers even writ the fucking Constitution in the first place, was that it wanted it to be where it would accept everybody and anybody. And, it's for the good of the people. Everyone would have fair justice. There wouldn't be any preconceptions. No kings, no fucking one guy, no one rule or any of that stuff. So, the one good thing I did come out of it was that, like, even though I saw a lot of ugly things that were said on social and videos and the news, there was still a lot of people that were willing to stand up and say some shit and, want to go out and do protests and do all that stuff. And then some of these governors and mayors being elected are heading into the right direction. It just needs to reflect onto the Senate and the House side. But we saw this coming, though, man. Like anyone that had their ears to the ground, or at least paid a little bit of attention of how it was going, we all knew how this was going to go. And we just have to kind of put on our, buckle up our bootstraps, pick us up by the shoestrings. You know what I mean?
How much is this? Because I'm not sure if you guys have any help or not, but how much is this? Is this bill going to affect you at all?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. The thing that people don't understand is that, yes, with the new tax bracket, we do get a little bit, but it's not a lot. It's very temporary relief for the middle and lower and poor class. Well, the poor class is the ones that are getting completely fucked. If you make within like the 20K, dude, you're fucked. You're totally so fucking fucked. But we get temporary relief. I think we fall within I think we're gonna get like an extra 200 or something crazy, something small and minuscule, something that's not gonna really affect our day to day. It's not gonna be much. But the problem is that we also use government assistance. We use government programs to help cover the stuff that we can't cover. Like we just need a little bit of help. And that's the big problem. That's the problem that's going to fuck us, is that since we kind of use government assistance to help get baby formula, which is like $70 now, guys. It's fucking crazy.
That's insane, dude. Last time I bought formula, it was $40, and I thought that was crazy.
It's fucking nuts how expensive fucking formula is, dude. And like,
wow,
baby food's getting expensive. Diapers are fucking expensive. Like, we just need a little bit of, not a lot. We're not saying, well, we're gonna quit our jobs and fucking, do this. It's just a little bit of help. But those fucking programs are gonna get cut. We're gonna be priced out. Like, we're gonna make too much money to be accepted into the program. So we're not going to be able to get that assistance, and then things are just going to have to get tighter and tighter. But people like see just like that whole tax bracket. Like, see, you get a little bit, but it's not enough. It really is not enough.
The thing is sure, we're going to get a little bit more money, right? But like,
it's not enough. Like $200 for your tax. Yeah, it's fucking nothing.
But not just that, but like the fact that like you're going to get $200 more, but we're also going to take away all of these other things
and your healthcare.
Which is that $200 that you got it doesn't matter because you're still in the negative now because you lost all this other shit.
Yeah, because healthcare is going to go up. So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Which is already ridiculous.
Because our kids used to be on state insurance, but they got kicked off. I think one of them is still on state insurance, but she might fucking get kicked off depending on how much money we make. We might make too much for her to be on state insurance, so then we're gonna have to put her on one of our insurance, which is gonna raise our premiums. So that $200 is obviously not gonna meet that. So yeah, right. Super great. Yeah, awesome. I'm really glad I got a surplus to cover my negative fucking shit that they're goddamn gutting. That's gonna bring up my premiums. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for thinking about me, you piece of shit. But that's what I'm saying. Like, they just look at the number, but they don't really delve past it. They just see like, oh, see the tax, you get that. But then look behind it. Insurance is going to go up. Government programs going to go up, which we use to help pay for like shit for our kids. But they don't see that. They just automatically assume anyone that's on government assistance is some fucking freeloader.
Mm-hmm.
So they're like, oh, see, the small percentage of freeloaders that do it, you should kick everyone off. Makes no fucking sense, dude. I'm like, what? The good of one is okay. That's why you should gotta kick off everybody. I'm like, yeah, that is some ass backwards fucking thinking. But all right, dude. Anyway, let's move on.
Insane, dude. Yeah, let's move on.
Yeah,
so
I'm getting upset.
Let's talk about something a little bit more happy. So how about let's talk about some past or upcoming summer vacations, and let's talk about some fails and wins we had in them. I have one we can share together.
Okay.
You remember that time that we went camping in Hanover?
Oh yeah, that was during the Independence Day. Yeah.
It was miserably fucking hot, and we had to keep switching sides of whose camp we were at depending on the time of day.
Fuck that weekend. That weekend sucked so bad. It was so hot. At nighttime when it was supposed to be cooler, it wasn't. It was just as more humid. Like, it sucked so bad. Yeah. I will never forget that one morning where we made big breakfast and I'm just cooking over a hot open ass.
Oh my god, dude.
At 90-degree heat. I'm like, fuck this, dude. This sucks.
You're cooking bacon. The sweat's just fucking dripping as you're cooking, dude.
I hated it, dude. I hated it so much. We had these fucking bullshit fans, so at night when we slept, we had these dumb, stupid fans, and all it did was just... It was like having someone just going in your face.
We didn't have any fans. We were just fucking dying over there.
I fucking hated it, dude. I hated it. I forgot that was over July 4th. I just thought that was just some random day in, like, the summer that we decided to do.
So did I, actually. I didn't realize it was July 4th till you mentioned it, so.
Bro, that fucking sucked. Yeah, that was a shit show. Like, the best day was when we went to the pool. That was the best day. And I remember distinctly, you were so self-conscious, like, everyone's gonna look at my pepperoni nipples. I'm like, shut up, Kevin. No one fucking cares, dude.
Just worry about my man boobs,
yeah,
man.
Dude, you're like, oh, great, I look like a beach whale. I'm like, dude, who fucking cares, dude? There's other fucking uggos out here, and there's kids running around. People are worried about their own goddamn kids. They ain't gotta worry about your goddamn pepperoni nips, dude. Your fucking UFO nipples, dude. Who cares? I'm out there in my fucking guts hanging out, dude. I look like freaking like a melted statue. It was so happy hot. Yeah, dude, that was crazy. I was just saying,
share one for personally for you, and then I'll share one personally for me, and then we can move on.
Actually, I don't have like a specific. Oh, when I lived out in Hawaii, when I went back when I was like 18 to live with my dad, we celebrated the 4th over there, and man, oh man, do they go hard over there, dude. You want to talk about fireworks? They make rednecks look like fucking little kids with sparklers. Dude, they would come back with trucks. All the uncles would come back and have truckloads, like a full bed truckload of fireworks, firecrackers. Like when they would light it, it would be a straight hour of fucking just woo, woo, woo. Pa, 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 pa. It literally sounded like a military zone. It was crazy. And everyone did it. It wasn't just our family. It was everybody. Everyone on the island would fucking do that. I swear to God, if they broke down like the financial of fireworks in Hawaii, I think their profit margin was over 100%. Dude, they go crazy with that shit, with the fireworks, man. On the 4th of July and on Christmas, they go fucking ape shit. They go crazy. Like, dude, by the time it's done, when it's like midnight and everyone's done and tired and drunk, like the whole island is smoky and foggy. You cannot see shit in front of you. It's crazy. But on top of that, like that memory was forever singing in my brain, because I just remember driving down to my uncle's house. We had a huge barbecue. Like everyone in the family was there. You know what I mean? We were all just drinking, having fun, playing fucking beer pong and other dumb drinking games. The little kids are running around, or they're inside playing on the PlayStation or something like that. Yeah, man, that's a fucking great memory. Dude, that's how the fucking Independence Day should be celebrated. Eating good food, hanging out with family, people that you love, and lighting off a shit ton of fucking explosives. It's so funny, dude, because I experienced that, like everything else, like nothing else compares. So like when I see like these rednecks out here come back with like bags of fireworks, like, oh man, this is gonna be crazy. I'm like, pussy shit, dude. Get the fuck out of here, dude. You're a pussy, dude. That's pussy shit. Have you ever seen a freaking brown man climb up on top of a light pole in flip-flops and hang down a freaking 500 belt of firecrackers just to light it? No, you've never done that. So get the fuck out of here, dude. You're fucking pussy. Fucking pussy. Yeah. Worst fail?
So,
just here. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, go ahead.
No, that was it. It was just a joke. Go ahead.
So, for me, the one of my fondest memories so far for vacations is when we went to Tennessee. The first thing we noticed is I forgot all my clothes. I literally packed all my stuff, and I just I left it in the bedroom, and just forgot to put it out in the other room to stage everything the night before. So we had no clothes, and at this point we had already gone all the way to Tennessee, so we weren't turning around. So we had to go to a Walmart and buy me a brand new fucking wardrobe. So that was fun. Another thing with that same trip, that trip was an extra long trip. So we left PA and we drove to Tennessee, but we went to the Smoky Mountains, and we were staying in just a campground, and so our plan was to stay there for like a day or two, and then head to Graceland, Elvis's place, in Memphis. So we stayed for the day, and then we drove to Memphis, which was like another couple hours. We get to Memphis, and our plan was to be there for a day and then drive back to that campground, and we were going to stay at the campground for the rest of our trip, which was 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Mm-hmm. So we get to Memphis. Graceland was cool. That was like a bucket list thing of mine. I wanted to go see Elvis's house. I wanted to tour that and get to enjoy that. So that was cool. And we get a notification on the weather app that there's a hurricane coming through Tennessee.
Nice.
And we were staying in a tent. So we broke the tent down and we were like, well, I guess we're driving home in a hurricane instead of going back to the Smoky Mountains and camping the rest of our time. So we drove through the hurricane straight through. It was like an 18-hour drive. And Ollie was with us, and he was probably about Logan's age then, 3 or 4. And I know he was still in pull-ups. It was a long drive home, and it was exhausting. But I have a lot of fond memories from it. You know, even though like shitty things happen on some of these trips, well, on most of these trips when you have kids, it's always a memory then. Like I can laugh about it now, you know, but then it sucked. So, I mean, I think that's the important thing with trips like this, man. So that's the only one I'll share, you know.
Well, it's really funny that it's, even though it sucks at the time, like the shitty shit that happens, like that always becomes like the most memorable fucking thing out of anything, in life. It's really hard for me to remember some of the good things, but like the worst things that happen are the stuff that I look back on and laugh about it. Yeah, like you said, you laugh about it at the end of it, but like it's crazy how that how the mind works like that.
I mean, I have horrible luck with weather in our trips. The one time we went to Virginia, I drove through a fucking awful thunderstorm, and we got to the hotel we were staying at. The whole fucking building was blacked out. All the power was out. So the fucking air conditioning wasn't working. It was hot as fuck in our room. Just the worst luck with that shit. But again, fond memories, you know?
Like the amount of like stories that we have out of like all of our Disney trips, the best ones are the ones where something didn't go right or something terrible
This
happened.
last one, like the last one when the whole family was fighting.
That was hilarious, dude. It was so fucking funny. I laughed so hard during and after. Like I knew, like when we were in the middle of it, I knew. I was like, dude, this is gonna be so good. We went to New York and I got my card locked and we had no money. Yeah, that was funny. Yeah, so we went to New York City for like a weekend. And we were using the subway system instead of walking everywhere because we had like kids with us and it was the dead of winter. It was so fucking cold out. So we just rode the subway. But like, we had to reload the card or our low subway cards so we could pay the fare. And I was entering the wrong PIN number because it's her card because I don't know her fucking PIN. So I was entering the wrong PIN, so it locked out her card. So we were just stranded in like New York for like 12 hours, and it was hilarious. Her dad had to like wire us money to get us out or some shit. It was crazy.
Holy fuck!
I did tell him like 20 times. You do it next time. Fucking leave me alone. But she was like, I don't want to walk down scary New York City. You can feel it. She's like, you look Cuban. They won't bother you. So I was like, whatever. But because we had it was the last day. Her card was locked. And we were supposed to like do ice skating with Santa at the Rockefeller Center. And because of like, we got locked down, we were like panicking and shit. We had to like drop that, which sucked. But yeah.
Jesus.
I mean, whatever, man. There's going to be other times we're going to go to Rockefeller Center because Liam wants to go up to New York City next year. So we'll probably do that. Or something like that.
Yeah, my Emma wants to go to New York City, but we're gonna wait till everybody's older and we'll just take the subway there.
Yeah,
the Green Belt or whatever the hell it's called.
Yeah. Well, I said not necessarily like surround a whole trip around New York City because then we'll just be poor. I was saying like do like a road trip up to the Northeast. You know what I mean? Make something of it. Travel.
Okay. Yeah.
The
Catskill Mountains are beautiful. If you've ever been there, I was there like once.
Nah, I'm getting scared of the mountains, dude. I've been down like the Appalachian TikTok, dude. That shit's scary. People disappearing. There's like ghost towns in there, and there's people living in the woods. People disappearing, and it's scary as shit. So
Yeah.
like now I'm like, I don't want to go to the Appalachians. It's like they're scary.
I want to, at some point, I want to do a trip with the family and walk the do like a 20-mile walk in the Appalachian Trail. But obviously, everybody's got to be a little older.
Bro,
I really want to do that. It's go on my bucket list.
Yeah, dude, they're like, oh, there's barely any cell service there. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god. Like people have gotten in there and never come back. I'm like, oh my god, this is so scary, spooky. Because apparently it's not all explored. Like they were like, yeah, it's not even fully explored because it's so fucking long. And I'm like, shit, dude, that's fucking terrifying. And people like Kevin are like, yeah, let's go. I'm like, you guys are fucking nuts, dude. No
I'm
thanks.
all about it, dude.
No thanks.
That's a fucking adventure, man. I love a good adventure.
Okay, well, that's great. Now that now wouldn't be the time because guess what? There is no rescue crew. Their fucking budget got cut too. So if you're lost, you're fucked.
This is true.
Yeah, dude. He's like,
This is
yeah,
true.
I want to live the fucking White Fang, so I'm gonna go out to the Catskills and the Appalachians. What's next on the segment? Are we doing the red one? Dad survival tips for summer vacation?
Yeah,
Is that what it
survival
is?
tips and stuff. Yeah, go ahead.
Bring sunblock. I married into a bunch of freaking melanin lacking people. Make sure you have sunblock, otherwise it ruins the whole day.
Yeah. And the whole time you're there, because now
Oh.
you just fucking hurt.
Oh, dude. But it's not like, obviously I'm good. I'm good. I could put a little bit on and I'll be good. But yeah, we went to the beach last year and Izzy didn't do any of that. And she got toasted,
boy.
dude.
I bet she's
Toasted.
got that skin that looks like it would burn bad.
Dude, that alabaster skin doesn't mix,
Yeah.
dude. So, like, I don't want to say it ruined the whole trip, but I felt bad. We all felt bad because, like, dude, she's just like burnt red, can't move, looks like a stuck pig. Like, dude, it's terrible. So, like, yeah, bring the sunscreen. Always have the sunscreen. That's
I'm
my-
lucky with sunburn, man. I don't really get burnt, and if I do, like, I'll be tan the next day and fine.
Mhm.
So it's, for whatever reason, that's just the way it works. For me, it would be so, like, I've taken some long trips, so stopping at every rest stop almost. And sometimes you get lucky. Some of these rest stops have little parks at them, so your kids can get out some energy, because those long rides, the kids struggle with it. Obviously, bring like a tablet with fucking shit downloaded on it so they can watch things. Having snacks in the car for easy access, so that you don't have to fucking pull over and dig them out of the cooler or whatever. Those would be my big tips for trips like that.
Mm-hmm. And then for Heather, you know, she's like, make sure you plan every fucking second.
Down to the fucking second.
My
That's her
wife's-
high anxiety,
Yeah, dude.
fucking screaming, because
Yeah,
Lauren's
dude.
the same way.
Yeah, man. She goes crazy. She goes, I hate you both. No, it's good because now that I'm used to it, like I cannot do vacation any other way. Like when things just randomly pop up and stuff like that, I hate it the most. I'm like, I hate this because you go in blind. You know, there's no research involved. You don't know how long the wait time is for anything. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like an age restricted thing or something like that. I'd rather be prepared than just fucking willy nilly do it.
I'd rather willy-nilly do it because I hate change.
Fuck
So,
that.
like, if there's a plan and then that plan changes for whatever reason, it'll fuck up the rest of my day.
But that's chaos. That's pure chaos. Willy nilly is straight up chaos. What are you talking about? That's
Yeah, but that
chaos.
part doesn't bother me, the willy-nilly part.
Dude.
It's the making plans and then plans changing.
No, that's
I
why
am a
you,
mess then.
that's why you see it through. That's why you get people that are willing and they're gonna stick to it, dude. No.
Well, my baseline plan is like, we're going to Hershey. That's my baseline plan. Or we're going to Disney. We're going to get on things. It's going to be fun. That's my plan.
No, that's terrible. Because then if you go to Hershey, like there are certain times of the day where it's the best times to hit the rides. But instead, you're like, hey, we should go here. And then you're sitting there for 40 minutes just being miserable in a line with kids that can't sit still. But really, you could have just researched it a little bit and stuck to the schedule. Get to Hershey. So from like 9 to 11, we go to the kids rides because it's less. Because obviously some parents are late bloomers and don't show up to the park until closer to noon. So let's take advantage of that. So we'll knock out all the kids rides in the morning. Afternoon, we get lunch. And then there's some dumb, stupid shows that they always have at Hershey Park. Let's do the dumb shows. And then after all that, when it's nighttime, then we can maybe do some games and stuff like that. Some of the carnival games or something stupid like that. What do you call the stupid bumper cars or whatever the hell? Knock some of that out.
You've trained him well. You've trained him well, Heather.
Yeah. And then
he's been called to heel, and he has responded.
And then you do a little dinner. Not at the Chick-fil-A, because the Chick-fil-A in that Hershey Park is always busy. For some odd reason, why people love Chick-fil-A in Hershey Park. So you don't get dinner there. You get dinner somewhere else. At that barbecue place down at the bottom pit where no one knows exists, that's where you go. It's good food. It's next to the Trailblazer. It's great. That's where you go to get your dinner, and then you pack up the kids and you get the fuck out of there before a certain time. Otherwise, you're going to get stuck in traffic trying to get out. Boom. Done. If you willy-nilly'd it, dude, you would be out. You'd be driving home at 1 a.m, miserable as shit and tired. All because you couldn't put a little effort into it, dude.
I'm already miserable as shit because I had to pay $35 to park after I paid $100 for the fucking ticket.
Yeah. See? Yeah. The Halloween one. The nights at Halloween or whatever the fuck it's called at Hershey. That sucked. That time sucked ass. That was not a fun time. I don't remember us doing anything because the lines were fucking terrible. Did we even do a ride? I don't remember any. I think we did like 2 walkthroughs and then that was it.
We had a chance to go to Hershey with just Lauren and I, and we always talk about how we never get to get on any rides because we have the kids. We went together and we just sat in the lazy river for hours, and that's all we did.
Hell yeah, dude.
We paid what? $70, $80, $90 to get in there just to float on a tube for hours.
Yeah, now that I'm older, we just don't do rides anymore, man. My equilibrium gets all fucky, dude. It's terrible. Like I can't handle. I get motion sickness like randomly now. Like it sucks. Getting old blows.
Yeah, I can't get on rides that spin, dude. If I get on a ride that spins, I'm gonna fucking puke.
Oh my god, going backwards. So I figured this out when we went to the baseball game last Sunday. So we had to ride the light rail, and on the way home. Like, we were in the section of the light rail where it went backwards. Holy shit, dude. I wanted to die. Straight 35 minutes of me just feeling sick to my stomach. Oh, my God. I want to fucking jump off the train.
It's like, is it that car sick feel? Because that's the worst.
Yeah, dude. You get, like, a headache, and, like, your stomach feels a little queasy. Yeah. Oh, my God. It was the worst, man. And the person driving it was terrible. Constant hard braking on the light rail, dude. Constant. It sucked, man. Like, that was terrible. I was like, fuck, this sucks. Getting old blows. But, man. Yeah. Expect chaos and roll with it? Yeah, no. You're crazy, Kevin. You're a nut. You want to do what Texas didn't do. You want to minimize the chaos, okay? Too soon? Sorry, guys. My bad. I'm really pissed off. I'm really upset about things right now. I'm going through a thing.
Same.
Yeah. Closer. What's the closer here? It is those poor girls. Yeah, man. And they weren't even like from Texas. They're like out of state and shit. It sucks.
Yeah.
Imagine going on vacation, having a good old time with your fucking friends or your class, and then that shit happens, man. Fucking blows.
The world is it's just, we're constantly hit in the face with sad things. And it ain't no wonder our generation has so many mental health problems, dude. Like we've gone through wars, constant wars, barely ever breaks between wars, terrorist attacks, being worried about being shot at school, going in public and wondering is there going to be a mass shooting here? Like, it ain't no wonder we're so fucked up.
Well, it's so funny.
And now
Yeah.
this. And now this, man.
It's hilarious because they're just like, deal with it. I'm like, you guys never dealt with it. What the fuck are you telling us to deal with
No.
it for?
You fucking deal with anything.
Yeah, you fucking like
You
what the fuck?
motherfuckers were making $50,000 a year on one income, owning beautiful homes with white picket fences.
Yeah,
I don't
dude.
want to hear your shit.
Dude, it's fucking crazy. The
Just
comparison.
fucking it up for the future generation while you're living in comfort.
You guys were able to get alcoholism. You know how great that is to have like a choice to be like, I think I want to be an alcoholic. We can't even do that. We're like, nah, man, I'm so stressed out. I gotta make bills. I ain't got no time to fucking drink and shit. Fuck you. But you guys are like, I just got home. Where's my kids? Fuck you. Go to bed. I'm gonna go out into the bar. My wife, fuck you. I'm gonna go pick up a hooker. Like, fucking bitch. It's insane. Like, you cannot compare the two times. Like, you can't. Modern day is not comparable to back in the day. You cannot. With anyway, who cares? Anyway, meanwhile, they had kids. They're whatever. Down 69%. Yeah, it sucks. But we're the soft generation.
Yeah.
But we're the soft ones.
Snowflakes.
Yeah,
we're the soft ones.
We're the soft ones, dude.
We're just the betas now somehow.
Yeah, dude,
know?
we're the ones who fucking struggle and can't fucking do anything. But yeah, we're the fucking soft ones. All right, dude. Okay, whatever you say, Pappy.
Ridiculous.
So what's the close here? What is this? I can't read. The font's too small.
It's all good, man. Like that's for the ending, dude. Like when we're done, then we're closing out the pod. So I mean, if you want to move on to, if you got anything else you want to share, or if you want to move on to watching TikToks or Reels or whatever it is you're gonna do.
Yeah, dude, let's watch some TikToks. You know, now that we're back in on it, let's do some TikToks. Yeah, we're back on the TikTok Dads vs. the World podcast. Our TikTok has been reinstated. We are back into it. So if you want to send us any videos that you want us to react to, send it over. Just DM it, and we'll react to it on the pod and stuff like that.
Oh my God, the door's open. I'll be back.
Yeah, go for it, dude. While Kevin's closing the door, let's talk about our favorite sponsor of all time, and that's Dubby. What is Dubby? Dubby is a energy drink that you can get at Dubby.gg. Is the only place you can get it. They are working towards putting stuff on shelves, so this is the best way now is to help them out. You know, get some stuff. But dude, Dubby is so much better than all the other energy drinks out there. Straight up. I'm not gonna lie to you. Have I ever lied to you? No, I haven't. I'm been truthful. I'm George Washington. But dude, Dubby is got no sugars, no artificial flavors, or not flavors, but the fillers. That's what it is. Artificial fillers, no dyes. RFK loves this stuff because there's no dyes in it, dude. He hates dyes. You want to talk about dyes around RFK? No, you don't. This is also packed with vitamins and minerals that is good for you, and so many different flavors to choose from. They've got the dragon fruit lemonade. They've got the fruit punch. They've got the peachio, which is like the peach flavored one. And right now they have a solo leveling collaboration with 2 exclusive flavors that you can only get on Dubby. They've got the blue raspberry purple grape and a blue tropical punch. If you want to just give it a shot, like maybe you're not quite sure and you're just kind of on the fence with it, they have a starter like pack that gives you 3 little different flavors, mystery flavors, and a shaker cup, all for like $17, man. And with our code, you can save more money on that. You can save 10% on top of that $17. Our special code is Dad's World. That's DADSWORLD. So make sure you guys go to DUBBY.GG and use our code Dad's World and save 10% off of every order. Dubby is there for you to be better. All right, let's go to messages. What is this? Lily just fell asleep. I put her down at like 9:45. I don't know what her deal is, man. She hates sleep. All right, how do I fucking share this again? 5 years of doing this, we never know how to do anything. There it is. All right, so let's see some TikTokities that. Am I supposed to look at? Am I supposed to do this one? I think she's teething. She keeps chewing her arm. Oh, because I don't want to talk about the big beautiful bill anymore. I don't want want to talk about it anymore. I just want to go on to fun stuff. What's this one?
When I come home from work, I'm fiending for an 8-ball. I got crack on my mind. I'm hearing cocaine calls.
Oh,
Telling
dude.
me to beep the dealer to deliver me stuff.
Oh,
Keeping
yeah,
a
the
secret from
zombies.
my wife 'cause she thinks I don't use drugs. There I was, bleeding from my nose, and damn, I couldn't breathe. But I'm still
That's that
thinking,
Fenty,
when I come
dude.
home from work,
Unless if
I'm
that guy's
fiending
faking
for
and
an
just trying to be
8-ball. I
funny.
got crack on my
But that is totally what. Yeah, dude. That's that Fenty shit. Fentanyl, baby. That's a good. Read the text. Oh, was he trying to save the parking spot? Oh, by acting like a fentanyl addict, dude. That's so fucking funny. Because I because the way he ran at the end, that's when I was like, oh wait, I've never seen one of them move ever. There's no way that he just magically snapped out of his fent trip because a car was coming. There's no way.
But you laying me down till we're dead and buried on the edge of your knife, staying drunk on your vine. The angels up in the clouds are jealous knowing we found something so wild. But you laying
Oh,
me
you
down.
bitch. There's nothing under there. You fucking asshole. It reminds me of dude, have you seen those seafood boils that these
Red Lobster.
Caucasians are doing, dude? No, the home
Yeah,
one. Yeah.
Well, I've seen like the videos of them. I've seen them at Red Lobster doing these seafood boil things.
No, it's funny when you see them when they do it at home and they do the unveil, like they pour the giant pot onto the table or whatever. And there's like no seasoning.
Yeah. It's typical fucking white people.
Dude,
Although
it's-
I don't live that life.
It's so fucking funny, dude, because I expect it to be like dark red or like some type of like orange or something, some color to it.
Old Bay or something.
Something. And it's just boiled seafood just dumped on the table.
We boiled this in water.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
flavored with H2O.
Oh, dude, I'm like, it's so fucking sad, dude. And then they cheer. It's so funny to see them cheer while they're like dumping it all out. It's so fucking funny, man. They're like, woo! And I'm like, oh god, dude, you guys are gonna
Have
be
you seen
eating
those-
rubbery shit.
Have you seen those videos of like the parent taking and like lining out their table with like newspaper or whatever, and then just dumping a big vat of fucking spaghetti on the table
Yeah, what the
and
fuck is
dumping the
that?
sauce on
What
it,
is
and then
that?
everybody's just like eating with their hands?
Yeah, the communal spaghetti. What the fuck is that noise, dude?
It's fucking weird, dude.
That's disgusting. That is disgusting. Like the Filipinos, they do like a communal like food, but like everything's in like, you know, it's in dump, but it's not pasta.
Yeah.
It's like rice, proteins, and shit, and vegetables, and it's all spit out. Like that is a very like. I don't want to say the word because then ice will burst through the door. The I word, but it's that very. You know what I mean? It's very.
Yeah. I've been sucked down this street food TikTok lately. That's what I've been stuck on.
Ew, dude.
And
If you say
dude,
India, I'm gonna
I've-
push you. I'm gonna push
Nope,
you.
I wasn't going to say India. I came across the Philippines.
Yeah,
And-
dude.
I saw some dude eat one of those eggs, dude.
Balut!
And
Balut!
and it was like 18 days, so it had like feathers on it, dude.
Oh yeah, dude. Balut, dude. Hey, yo,
He
come
was
over.
like just he like took the shell off, it dumped like salt on it,
Yep.
and then vinegar,
Oh yeah.
and just chomped down that
Oh, yeah.
motherfucker. And I was just, oh.
Oh yeah. That's that
I
balut.
imagine you feel the feathers and the bones,
Uh-huh.
like, oh.
It's very crunchy. It's like a crunchy, but it's crunchy, hard-boiled egg. It's balut. It grow your pee-pee. That's what I was told when I was gonna like eat more balut. Your pee-pee
Fucked
gets
up.
your ting gets bigger. Eat it.
Dude, like, I mean, obviously I fallen down into the India tube to also.
Oh,
because
it's
that's part
so
of the
gross.
fucking
They're just
street
there
food.
and their bare feet grabbing stuff with their
Yeah,
hands.
dude. Yeah, that and like there's those ones where they're making those kebabs or whatever they are. Kebab. I don't know
Yeah,
what they are.
kebab.
So and he's like, it's like motor oil. Like the oil is so black, and like he hasn't changed it in weeks,
Yeah.
and he's using his bare hands. So like throw the egg in there and then like pat it in the oil and push it down in.
No.
He'll make the fucking patty. He'll swim it around in the oil. And I'm like, how the fuck is he not burning the piss out of his fucking hand, dude?
Oh, they don't give a shit. It's so gross, dude, because their hands are caked on
It's
with
disgusting.
dirt. It's so
There's
gross.
fucking flies everywhere. Like, oh.
See, those are my favorite ones when they make like sugary drinks and there's flies everywhere, so the flies end up in the drink and they'll just hand it to you. And they're like fresh
That'll be
fruit.
30 rupee.
And they're like fresh fruit, and I'm like, oh god, get that out of here, dude.
It's gross.
Oh, this is your kid, Kevin. It's playing with Chucky dolls and monsters.
It's both my kids, my two younger ones.
Oh my god, dude.
Ollie's also kind of that way. He's really into Five Nights with Freddy's, like really focused on it.
This is my brutality.
I love
This guy.
Yeah, dude.
He's the best.
Ma! You're like opera kid. I love it.
I eat, sleep, bleed.
Yeah.
I eat, sleep, bleed.
Well, what's great is that some of the superstars have actually like stitched his videos and commented
Yeah.
and stuff like that. It's really fucking
Yeah.
cool, man. Because I guarantee when he first started doing this, everyone was like on the hate train. Everyone was probably on the hate train. They're like, "Fuck you, you're fucking weird guy singing songs. You're singing songs
Why
like
are you
that.
singing
weirdo."
like that?
Yeah, dude. I know for a fact, knowing the internet and how fucking shitty they are, they were totally anti this guy. You know what I mean?
Dude, he puts his stuff on Spotify.
Good. He'll get paid like a fraction of a penny, but whatever, dude. Go for it.
Yeah.
Dude, Spotify is so shitty, dude. They barely pay their artists any money for any of their streams. It's crazy.
Damn.
Does that bother you?
What's it called? 4 letters, 1 word. Stop.
Dude, I love
Dude,
Solo
he's so
much.
funny, man.
Yeah, dude, he's so
I wish they would
hilarious.
I wish they would highlight that some more and let him just be him because it's gold.
Dude, that yeah, when he was that like when he won that belt, wasn't it like a 4-way like match or whatever, or like a 6-man?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah, but dude, the part where he's just mocking everybody, dude, is so fucking funny, dude.
When he does Fatu's walk, dude, oh my god, it gets me every time.
Dude, he's so hilarious. Well, he has to be. Jay is his brother. He's hilarious. I love Jay. Don't get me wrong, but he does have like, he's got like 6 things to say, and then that's it.
And yeah, he does.
Don't get
And
me
Jimmy
wrong.
doesn't.
Yeah.
Jimmy doesn't connect with the crowd.
Yeah. I love Jay, but he only has 6 things. He's literally like
Yeah.
a Woody doll.
He's like the 5 dooms of Cena, like
Yeah.
his 5 fucking moves of doom.
Who the fuck put chicken nuggets in the fucking bathroom garbage can? When the fuck were you eating chicken nuggets in a fucking bathroom? What's wrong with you? What are you fucking shitting and eating at the same fucking time? It's
Dude.
in one fucking hole and coming out the other? Is this what we do now? That's fucking disgusting. There was fucking sweet and sour. There's sweet and sour sauce in the fucking trash. Who the fuck put chicken nuggets?
Dude, that's so fucking fun. So I grew up the opposite of this. Like the only time there was any yelling that had to be done was when there was like you're about to get your ass beat. But otherwise it was like quiet. There's no real like raised voices or anything like that. It's very reserved, very traditional. So like now that I'm out of that and I married who I married, like dude, all day it's this. It's this. But they're not yelling at each other. They're just talking. This is them talking. They're talking in a very loud volume, and it's very aggressive, but it doesn't mean that they're aggressively mad at anybody. They're just pointing out shit, and it's almost like they're roasting the fuck out of you. And it is the funniest thing I've ever encountered in my entire life. It is so fucking funny. So like now that when I'm in like a quiet setting and like a traditional reserve thing, like I have to stir shit up to make it loud. So like when my family and my brothers and sisters are over, I'm just sitting there constantly just making fun of them. Like I can't because it's fun. I think it's so fucking funny, man. This guy just roasting his kids for eating and shitting at the same time is hilarious. But he can't just be like, you know, dude, what is this? You know, stop. Why are we eating? You know, you can't. It's not that. They cannot do that. It has to be like, what fucking degenerate is out here fucking eating chicken nuggets in the fucking toilet? You know what I mean? It's so funny. You're welcome. All right, babe, calm down. I think we saw that one last week. Let's see what Mo sent.
Nothing beats a Jet 2 holiday. And right now,
Oh my god, look how small that window was. That curtain was so big for something so small, dude. You're welcome. They. Who's they? What? I don't know what you're accusing me of. What are you trying to say? Spit it out. What are you trying to say? All right, let's do some TikToks. Why did Chelsea send me a chicken? You were saying they can't say it calmly. Yeah, your family. I mean, I haven't met many other Italian people, so I can't compare the two. But they, as in your family. Anyone that has the last name of Pores, how about that? Okay, you want me to be more specific? I'll do that. I'll get into names. I ain't got nothing to hide. Oh my god, it's an anime about a heroic chicken.
It's Kung Fu Chicken.
Is this really a best-selling manga? Is this what they're really into over there in Japan, dude? Dude, this sucks. I want something goofy as shit for everyone in America to follow and love. God damn it. Oh, we saw this one already. Yeah. Oh, dude, Lauren's having a time. Lauren's having a fucking time over there, dude. She's going after it. All right, let's do, dude. Oh my god. So, I don't want to but dude, this podcast I just found them the other day. Not what you think. All right, so I'm gonna do this, but so look at these guys.
Yeah.
What do you expect that they're gonna say about anything politics?
We love Trump. I bet they're not.
They're
gonna
not.
say the opposite.
Dude, they're not. Hold on. Liam's about to send a TikTok. Oh, God.
Benefits, taking food out of children's mouths, you know, as much as I can. Get rid of Medicare. And here's the thing, we're doing this to save money. No, you're not doing it to save money. You're adding billions of dollars to the damn deficit on top of it all. We're going to take all of your health care and all the food out of your children's mouths.
So these guys aren't liberals. They're what the Republican Party used to be. They're fiscally responsible, but they're not fucking dicks about like cutting programs and stuff like that where it's needed. It's crazy. Like when I first saw this clip, I was like, "Ah, great. What the fuck?" Because we play with a guy that literally talks like that main dude. So like, we're kind of trained to once we hear that, we're like, "Ah, great." And he's gonna say some stupid shit. But he didn't. He was saying some kind of like, you know, common sense shit. I was like, "Oh shit." These guys read books.
These guys actually look up fucking sources on the internet to find answers.
Red
do a little
State
research.
Red State Update is the podcast.
And manage to break every law we want to and give billions of dollars to billionaires who already have billions of dollars.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy. Anyway, let me see if I can find a fun one. There we go. People eating rich people in a popsicle. Yeah, so it's an ice cream popsicle stand that sells popsicles that look like rich people, and you can eat and buy and eat it.
That's fantastic.
It's called Eat the Rich popsicle or some shit like that. Yeah, so there's a Jeffrey Bezos one. There's Bill Gates. I saw Elon Musk. There was another one, the Chinese guy, something Ma. I forget his name. Jackie Ma or Jack Ma. He's in there.
Damn.
Right? I want to know where they are. I want a popsicle. I want a Jeff Bezos popsicle. What's this one? Something like that.
No, these Chinese students are not possessed. They're just preparing for the Gaokao, one of the toughest exams in the world, happening this month in China. Students are practically living in classrooms, with meals passed through school gates. These intense, almost apocalyptic scenes are normal during this time. In some schools, 12-hour study days are the norm. Some students get only 1 day off a week, and many still choose to study more. A few even use 4 drips to stay focused. Yes, actually.
Bro, isn't that crazy?
That's insane.
They're hooked up to IV bags. Studying.
What the fuck?
Oh my god, that's so crazy. Yeah, it's like a
That's
giant
nuts,
test. I assume it's like their SATs. You know what I mean? Yeah, what she said. All right, let's do one more. There we go. All right. I did. We just did yours. We did yours on TikTok. Oh, from Liam. Okay, we'll do that after this. Dude, imagine walking out being married and then like your friends are just tossing sand at you constantly.
Jesus Christ. He just like leaves his soon to be wife.
Yeah, look, everyone's like, all right, stop. And the guy over there in the corner's like, one more. Look at him, dude. Of course they're white, dude. Because, dude. No, it's not pent up like this. Friends don't act like that. This is pent up jealousy. No, they're just fucking douche nozzles, dude. Look at where they're getting married. Look at that fucking architecture there, dude. What do you think?
Yeah, that's insane.
What tax bracket do you think that is, huh?
Not in mine.
Yeah, when you're in that tax bracket, you're gonna attract people that aren't the best. Okay. When they came out, I threw sand at them, and then I didn't stop. And then Jared went up there with a box of sand and dumped it down his tux and threw it in Hillary's face. Their wedding was freaking off the chain, dude. That was the best part of the whole wedding. And then he got all butthurt about it. Fucking bitch. I was like, dude, why you all butthurt about it, man? You know? It was just a joke. It's a joke, you fucking pussy.
We're going live in a couple of minutes over on the Purple Place. Just search Dad.
It's the Statue of
What am I listening
Yeah.
to?
I'm about to shit.
I heard things. All right, we'll do your.
Nothing.
All right, let's do this TikTok that Liam sent. We'll see how unfunny he is. Yeah, I know. I was working on it. All right, ready? Here it goes.
It's the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
I'm about to shit my pants.
What do you mean?
It's the Statue of Litterby. I'm about to shit my pants. All right, he's dying now. And then That kid is so unfunny. Oh my god, dude! What a little shit he is, dude. So yesterday he went to like his friend's little brother's birthday party and whatnot. And let me see if you can pick up on this story, Kevin. All right, we'll do this really quickly. So he says that he's dating like that girl or whatever. I don't know, and he's like 11, so like I don't take it seriously. You know what I mean? But Heather's like freaking out. She's like, "Oh my god, they're dating! Oh my god, it's nothing. They probably just say it." He's like, "Watch your words." No. It's not anything like crazy. But so we went, and there's like a bouncy house there that had like water running through like the slide part of it. And like, dude, when I say he spent the whole time in there, he spent the whole time in there. So we were there for like almost 3 hours, and he spent the whole 3 hours in there, like with times to like stop and eat for like 5 minutes. He would come out, get drinks, 5 minutes, and there's like cake time. That was like 10. And then, yeah, like little short amounts of time. But most of the time he was in there. And the girl that he's supposedly dating, because like he told us the other day, is like, yeah, we tell each other we love each other. I'm like, dude, you don't even know what that means, bro. But it's like, yeah, we tell each other we love each other all the time. I'm like, whatever, dude. So she didn't like go in the bounce house until like till the very end, like maybe 15 minutes before we left. And like she had her reason. She said Liam said that she cut her leg or whatever, so she didn't feel like jumping. So that was why she didn't go in. But so yeah, she didn't go into the bounce house the whole time, but Liam's in the bounce house the whole time. So for 3 hours, he's just bouncing around. And she's just moping around the party because she didn't want to go in it. And Liam's just like, hey, why don't you come into the bounce house? And he knows why. And she's like, nah. And he's like, okay. So he just goes off and keeps doing what he's doing. Now, as a dad and as a man, Kevin, what part of any of that story would give you not necessarily a flag, but what would you pick up on that whole story as a man?
That girl's not interested.
No, that's not what I got from it. What I got from it was that she didn't want to bounce around, and she wanted Liam to come out and hang out with her a couple times, but he was so enamored with being in the bounce house that he was just like, oh, well, it's her loss. I'm just going to hang around and bounce around for 3 hours, dude. While she's lonely moping around. Like, dude, when I say, like, she didn't look like she was having any fun towards, like, the end. Like, that's, like, I felt bad because, like, she's just walking around moping. No one's really hanging out with her. Like, all the kids are, like, you know, they're all little kids. And Liam was, like, the only one that was kind of close to her age or whatever. And Liam's just like, bouncing around. Look at this, going down a slide. La 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 la. 3 hours, dude. It's a classic man mistake, dude. Classic, dude. It's like if like we went to like a party and there was like an arcade there or something like that. You know what I mean? And we spent the whole 3 hours at the time at the arcade. Meanwhile, your wife or significant other was just left alone, just hanging out by herself. What do you think is gonna happen, dude? You're gonna get a talking to. They're like, dude, what the hell? Why would you ditch me and just leave me alone by myself for 3 hours? While you get to go and have fun while I just sat there like a bump on the log, dude. That's literally what Liam did, dude.
I used to do that to my ex.
I know. That's what I'm saying. It's a classic 101. Like, it's a classic guy mistake. Classic. And, like, you don't learn that until, like, you're way, way, way older. You know what I mean? That is something that we don't... Because I've done it. There's been times where I've, like, gone to, like, public places at, like, parties or whatever, and, like, I'd be with, like, my partner or significant other or whatever, and then I'd just ditch them because there was something more fun that I wanted to do, and I would just completely not, you know... be in regards of how they're feeling and what they're dealing with or you know how fun they're having. So like so when we're done, I'd get back and it'd be a fight. Because I came home, when we got home, I was like, have you talked to her since you got home? He's like, no. I'm like, oh shit, dude, you're an idiot. You're a fucking idiot, dude. And then this morning, I'm like, did she call you or reach out to you? And he's like, no. And I'm like, oh, dude, you're fucked, dude. You're so cooked, dude. You're so goddamn cooked, dude. You're an idiot, dude. But it's like I said, man, like they just don't, because it's because he's still in that kid mindset. Even when he gets older, he will never understand it. But like the maturity of like women and girls is so rapid that these guys are so far behind. They have no clue what's happening at any given time. And it was just funny. It was just funny to see it in real time. For 3 hours, I just sat there and I watched this whole thing unfold. And I'm like, this is hilarious. These guys. Yeah, I'm not exempt from that. I'm an idiot. I've been through my mistakes. I'm still not perfect. I'm still a dumbass. I still do dumb shit. Is that what you want to hear, babe? Is that what you want to fucking hear? Yeah? You want me to freaking own up and agree that I'm an asshole and an idiot? Yeah. Yes, thank you. Yeah, there you go. Feel validated in that, you freaking jerk. Anyway. Let's see who we can raid. Who's on? Who we got? What the fuck is that? There's a lot of people on for a Sunday. Shit, dude. There's like 8 of them.
Damn.
All right, so we did that guy twice in a row last week. So let's do my usual. Let's do Jer, Mr. Piano Guy. Let's do him. We'll do Piano Guy. Last time I rated out the blast, like he was out of the seat. Was that one where he was like gone away from like AFK?
Yeah.
That was funny. Anyway, but yeah, do you have any closing thoughts on how before we raid out, dude?
No, other than summer's about the imperfect. Sometimes the trips are rough, but those rough trips are the ones that make the best memories, as we said in our conversation.
Mm-hmm.
And have a great week, and we'll see you guys next Sunday.
Yeah, my closing thought is I know it's tough about the current state of affairs right now, but just surround yourself with people that are not necessarily like an echo chamber, just people that just will, make you feel good, give you hope on this some stuff. You know what I mean? People that will like listen to you, and you guys can talk about like the better things. Like, what are the good things that are coming out? Like Superman. Superman's a good thing. There you go. That's something you can focus on. You know what I mean? Maybe go out and buy a banned book before it goes away. There you go. You can go do that. That'll be a cool time. Go to picnics. Enjoy your freedoms while you have it. That's really what I'm saying.
Hello, motherfucker.
Just enjoy your freedoms while you got it. Enjoy your brown friends while they're still around. Pretty soon, they're all going to be gone. They're going to be sent to El Salvador, or be sent to Alligator Alcatraz, which is already flooded.
A little bit of a rainstorm came through, and it's fucking flooded.
Yeah, dude. They would have known about it sooner if the National Weather Service did its job. Oh, fuck. No, but seriously, guys, it's try to find the good stuff in it. Dude, if you're not part of the Discord, join the Discord. I'm trying my best to be more active in it. There was that one guy that was hitting on my wife, and then like as soon as he found out I was married, he disappeared. I thought that was hilarious. That was great. That whole time was a fun time for me. But yeah, join in the Discord. Like I said, our social medias, we're starting to try to put more stuff up on Instagram. We are on TikTok. Kevin is so active on TikTok, so like be following him at the Dad Creative. So he has like 3 videos like a day or something like that, something crazy.
At the least.
Yeah. So yeah, just join there, follow us there. But yeah, have a good week. We'll catch you guys next Sunday at 10. If anything crazy happens, we'll let you know in the Discord or on socials. But otherwise, be good. Love the people you're around with. Enjoy their company and all that good stuff. You know what I mean? Know what I mean, bro?
Yup.
All right, guys. But yeah, we'll catch you guys next week. Love you. Bye.
Like.